don't know. I struggle a bit here for some reason.
Well, they keep respawning, so you have the height. Oh, well.
Unless you mess the jump.
So they just bang you in the Goomba crotch and you die, huh? That's kind of stupid.
So Mario's the top one, but he feels pain of the bottom ones. Like, what's going on here? Is there like a hive mind confirmed?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Mario has the deepest
Goomba
lore,
hive
huh?
mind.
Mario lore, huh?
It also is kind of interesting seeing with a different colored hat.
Oh yeah, you get a load of different options for that, which I'll probably go through from this playthrough, because why not?
It's like the first time they've ever tried differentiating the costume. Like, I know you don't watch One Piece.
Except that of Power Up.
But you know One Piece, right? Just the series.
Not intimately familiar with it, but yeah.
No, but you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main character, Luffy, every season they change his vest color. Like they just do it. And it's kind of it's fun to see a different color. It's very same with Lupin the Third. It's a long running, yeah, it's a long running series. In the initial series, he had a green jacket. In the second series, that was like almost 200 episodes, he had a red jacket. In the third series, I think it was blue, and in the newest one, it's purple. So I like when creators do that. They just do a little change like that to mark a new series or something like that.
That was in As Told by Ginger as well. I only know that from reading it though. Like, the characters don't have set costumes, they would just go from different clothes like regular people would, which is unusual in animation. Except there's one character who only wears a hoodie, and they make a joke about how he only wears a hoodie, like making fun of other cartoons for not putting the effort in.
That is a nice attention to detail.
Doesn't make me like the show any better.
I mean, it's definitely worthwhile as a joke. Like, oh, look at you, always wearing a hoodie when we're constantly changing clothes. Because usually people, when you set up characters like that, you want to have consistency so there's familiarity, and also it's easier on the artists. So it definitely takes a little more skill to constantly change clothes and just have it stick. So if nothing else, it's a nice little bit of work they did on that. I never really watched the show. After the clips you showed me last night, I don't hate the art style that much anymore. I just kind of, it is what it is. You know, it's not that bad, I guess.
It's not poorly made, I guess. It's just the art style doesn't gel with me.
Yeah, it's more so that. And just because an art style doesn't
considered how I consider it.
Just because it doesn't resonate with me doesn't mean that, you know, I don't have appreciation for it, or that I can't. Because that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair. So.
It's okay, Justin. You can like It's Told by Ginger. I'll still be your friend.
I never watched it. I didn't have cable. I missed out on all of those shows.
What do you think of Braceface, huh?
After unnamed Let's Player mentioned it, I looked up the intro.
Her life is complicated.
It was just as bad as they joked about.
I remember I used to really like her.
Boyfriend!
I used to really like her as a kid.
That was another show I just never saw. I always liked, well, I went back and watched I went back and watched Recess and Hey Arnold, and I love them both.
Recess is good.
Recess is really cool. Hey Arnold, I really like the characters and the situations.
I like this. The bullet bills now have hats, so you have to hit them twice. So you can't get too close to them.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, this game's alright by me now. I ain't got no problems with it.
I think that the hat's comparable to Flood.
You did good, Paul. I did good. You won me over.
I'm glad.
Well, I mean, I guess just watching you play the game, I'm like, yeah, oh, check out that cave background.
Look at this Zelda boss.
Oh, I should show you a certain. So there's another game that I really like called Resonance of Fate for Xbox.
I've heard the name, but I don't really know much about it.
It's a really, really good RPG or JRPG. It's also really fucking hard. So, like, it's one of those games where you have to go out of your way to get or to do side quests and get side power-ups if you want any chance of surviving. Like, that's how hard it is. And I'm not just saying that either. But anyways, there's a certain stage that you go through that's a cavern kind of like this, and then the final stage that you reach, it's just this big surrounding area of like shining crystals, and it's fucking beautiful. So this kind of reminded me of that.
So you want to play it, huh?
What?
Would you play it for the channel?
Oh, hell no. That game takes forever, man. Like, there's a lot of prep and grinding, and it's just really hard. The thing,
Fine,
you know what's,
I'll do it as a challenge.
You know what's funny about that game too is like, it's a super hard game. You spend all that time grinding a ton of levels and getting gear and doing the coliseums and stuff. And I was like a high level, and then I finally beat it. And then I go to start a new game plus, and it's like, yeah, so you can pick a different difficulty now. That one was normal. So, and now you can choose hard, and then after that there's 3 question marks, so it's like super hard. And when you start a new difficulty, you can't keep any prior gear or any levels or anything. It's just from scratch.
I don't like that.
So
I want to be able to take my gear over to the higher difficulty.
You can do that if you replay normal again, but if you want to try new difficulty, you got to start over.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to have to do hard on its own. Well, I suppose then that kind of defeats the point, maybe. But that's what I'm doing in Resident Evil 4. I want to do professional with the infinite rocket launcher from the get-go.
Well, I mean, it's fun though, because that, when you beat professional and then you go back and then you get the Chicago typewriter and the rocket launcher, it's like, yes, I got the mafia costume and I'm a badass.
You beat professional?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I beat it a few times. It's not too much harder, I don't think.
I'll have to give it a try sometime. I don't think I've even really tried it.
Because, yeah, you have the regular costume. When you beat it normally, you get a certain, I think it's the Matilda. It's like a 3-shot burst pistol gun. Mm-hmm. And then you get his original Stars outfit, which is cool. And then if you beat it unprofessional, then you get his Mafia costume. And then the laser gun thing that I never use. And then from that point, you can just buy the best guns from the guy at the shop. So you just save your money and get them, because every other weapon, all your weapons are maxed out at that point. So you don't have to pay for upgrades. You just hoard your money.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, like with Resonance of Fate, I was like, you know what? I beat it. When I'm feeling really brave, I'm gonna try hard mode. But today's not that day, because this will be another 90-hour excursion.
Lake Kingdom. Oh, can I just say that boss was better than like all of the 3D World bosses?
Yeah, it looked like it.
Thematically and gameplay wise.
Well, 3D World wasn't terribly... Well, I mean, okay, it was challenging, but boss-wise, I don't think so.
No.
There was a few decent mechanics, I suppose, but...
They also reused the bosses something awful in that game.
Oh, yeah. You know what actually was cool about Mario 3D World was the space levels, like, after you beat the game, that were just hard as shit.
Yeah.
And that they looked really nice, and they were pretty... I think they were a fun challenge. But again, I just watched them, so... Yeah, you take whatever experience you can from that, I guess. Take it with a grain of salt, whatever. Also, since it's on my mind still, the difficulty thing made me think of Dead Space 1. How, when I got it for PC again on Steam, I just played the hardest difficulty, and I beat it. And then I felt really good, and then I went back, and it's like, okay, you unlocked the actual hardest difficulty.
You threw your PC out the window.
I felt a little dejected.
Do the Mario!
That's cool, you can have a little dancing animation.
Oh, they're so British.
But yeah, I felt like a bit deflated in my victory. I'm like, come on, guys.
Oh, look how cute they are.
But then Dead Space 2, they just fucking throw like 6 difficulties at you right out the door. So I'm like, I'll just go with number 4, I guess.